The importance of this mission is.
So let's get into it. So what we have here, we have Black History Month at the White House. Trump is speaking. He has a lot of guests up there coming up speaking. So let's see what happens.
Felicia Cook, a lifelong Washingtonian who tragically lost her grandson to violence in 2017. Felicia, we're so sorry, and you are a spectacular person. If you could say a few words, please. Thank you very much. Yes, come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, help her up. We don't want any mistakes. Come on. Thank you. Yes, you can. Thank you. So nice. I like her. Please.
I like him too. One thing I like about him, he keeps it real, just like Grandma. I appreciate that because I can trust him because he tells exactly how he feels and what he thinks. Thank God for this president.
And what she just said, a lot of people take for granted that the reason Trump got elected is because he doesn't sound like the typical normal politician. And regardless whether you support him or you hate him, it's the truth. Trump does not sound like that typical robotic AI politician that's reading from a script. And that's another reason a lot of people vote for him. And like this lady, Felicia Cook. Who is Felicia Cook? She basically lost her grandson to gun violence in 2017. Then he got murdered on the streets. And she was going around trying to rally, get help. And you know how it is. A lot of people are desensitized to gang violence, homicides in the inner city. It's just like when somebody get killed in Chicago or across the U.S. in these urban cities, it's just another day. Unless, you see a police officer kill a black male or something, then they start rallying. And people are starting to catch on and they're noticing that it's the same script, the same story over and over. And a lot of people are waking up and a lot of people are starting to get tired of the nonsense. And this lady right here, she says it best.
I am filled, my cup runneth over. Because he allowed his constituents, his people to come to my house to interview me.
And if you notice, this is not scripted. This is just her speaking from her experience, from how she feel, and she's just telling it like it is on what occurred. And she has no teleprompter. And for the most part, you see a lot of these people, they just come up and tell you, Nicki Minaj spoke from the heart, she's speaking from the heart, and people are just allowed to speak about their experience and truly what's going on.
To talk about the murder of my grandson. It seemed like nobody cared. I'm an advocate for murder. I marched, I rallied, I pulled out other families in the District of Columbia that had murders and did not have answers.
And this is what's going on a lot. And I said it before. You see these murders in these cities. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing kids getting killed in inner cities in Chicago. And it's like, why do you people continue to vote the same people in office? And I'm not saying you should vote Republican, I'm just saying switch it up. These people have become so comfortable knowing that they're going to win, knowing that they don't have to do anything, knowing that they don't have to make any changes. And this is why you see the same thing over and over. Because honestly, those people that you vote into office, they don't have to live in these communities. They don't. They're on the outskirts. They got resources. They got police officers protecting them. They don't want you to have police officers in these communities. But at the same time, they walking around 3, 4, 5 officers, but yet they're telling you, defund the police. The police is bad. And, it's the same thing over and over again.
Ooh. We marched and we rallied, and nobody heard me, Democrats. Get mad at me. Until this Republican sent his constituents, his people out there to interview me in my home. Have you ever heard of a thing? Then they invited me twice before Congress to testify for the beautiful bill that's going to change crime in the district. If you kill somebody, okay, you take a life, you do life. Just that simple.
She ain't say no lie. If you kill somebody, you take a life, you should do life. And what? And we seen where people were doing crimes and they were being released with this bail reform. I mean, some hardcore criminals just being let out of prison. And it is crazy. Literally crazy.
You do a harsh crime, you do harsh time. Just that simple. And then we need National Guard, and which we did years ago. He brought it on. I love him. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about that racist stuff. And don't be looking at me on the news hating on me because I'm standing up for somebody that deserves to be stand up for. Get off the man's back. Let him do his job. He's doing the right thing. Back up off him. And Grandma said it.
And I think that was awesome in a sense of, she's an older lady. She's seen a lot of stuff. And she's speaking up about her experience and she's telling no lies. She's telling you basically Democrats aren't doing anything. I think the Democrats care more about other people from other countries than they do American citizens. And their policies is exactly why Trump got reelected. And this lady, for the first time in DC, she saw where, the National Guards came in and they started cleaning up the city. And it's not 100%, but at least something is being done. At least they're trying something new. And you got people being brainwashed like, oh, they're only going to cause more issues, bro. Like, what else? Let's try something different because the things you're doing is not working. It's not. So you got to switch it up. You can't continue to use the same playbook. And this lady, she spoke. She said no lies. She just told it like it is. Her grandson got killed. It's unfortunate. Why is it so normal? And if you ask people, they don't want to talk about it. She said it herself. She said, don't bring up that racist stuff. The whole race bait every 4 years for re-election, it's old. People aren't buying it anymore. People see through the playbook.
That's pretty good. When is she running for office? Felicia, when are you running for office, please? You have my endorsement. You have my endorsement, Felicia. Thank you, darling. That's great. What a great, and it's from the heart. Your little baby, right?
Yep, from the heart. And when people backs are against the wall, you'll notice that, so only a matter of time before you can take so much, constantly seeing the same thing over and over. And eventually, you're going to burst, implode from the inside. And this lady lost her grandson, and nobody did anything. And, she's grateful.
Just so horribly taken from you. Under the Trump administration, we believe that no community should be abandoned to the scourge of violent crime, and we're saving thousands and thousands of lives in many cities. And frankly, if these radical left lunatic Democrats would come and say, please help us, please, we'd stop crimes all over the place. And we're doing it in a lot of cities. Sometimes we have to force ourselves upon them because they're so bad. And I don't even think they realize what's happening to their cities and their towns. But every town that we go in, every city that we go in, like Washington, Felicia, you feel much safer now, totally safe. You can walk to a restaurant. The restaurants were all closing. Now you can't get a restaurant. The bad news is you can't get into a restaurant. But it's a great thing to see what's happening in Washington. It's a hot place, and hopefully people will be coming in record numbers. And I know we need a little help. You need help in Atlanta. He just said, you're right. Atlanta, we could take care of Atlanta. I'll tell you.
Honestly, I'm a big advocate for the National Guards in some of these cities, because just growing up, I've been hearing about all these killings and all in the inner cities, mainly disproportionately, where you have oftentimes young Hispanic Black males are getting killed, gang violence just out of control. And you see where Obama got in, nothing done. Biden got in, nothing done. It's been going on since the 90s. And they'll say that, crime, they show their numbers. People don't want to see that. People want to see real results where you can actually walk outside and feel safe. And Trump came in right away, snapped his finger like Thanos, sent the National Guards to DC. We had people on YouTube, you had people on Instagram walking around showing like, listen, cops, National Guards are everywhere. I could walk outside with my chain. And these are real people that's on the ground and they live in these cities. So now they're talking about Atlanta, like the crime, it's not normal. So I'm all for it. And yeah.